Hello, Sir Michael Pabustan. I am Gabriel Emmanuel Brito. My subject for this video is Maintenance Publication Forms and Records Lecture Section 15135, and I am second year student BS AMT. So my topic that I chose is the different publication forms, catalogs, records, and manuals. So let's start with the publications. Publications. Aeronautical publications are the sources of information for guiding aviation mechanics in the operation and maintenance of the aircraft related equipment. The proper use of this publication will greatly aid in the efficient operation and maintenance of all aircraft. This includes manufacturers' service bulletins, manuals, and catalogs, as well as FAA regulation, airworthiness directives, advisory circulars, and aircraft, and engine and propeller specification. Then next is the service bulletins. Service bulletins are one of the several types of publications issued by airframe, engine, and components manufacturers. A service bulletins contains a recommendation from the manufacturer with which that manufacturer believes that the aircraft owner should comply, that often reflects a safety of flight issues that the manufacturers believes should be addressed with a certain time frame. It may result from an improvement development by manufacturer, or it may address a defect in a product or published documentation. The bulletins may include the purpose of issuing the publication. Then the second one is the name of the applicable airframe, engine, or component. Then the third one is the detailed instructions for service adjustments, modifications, or inspection and source of parts if required. Then the fourth is the estimated number of man-hours required to accomplish the job. The manufacturer respond to the one of this situation by issuing a service bulletin that recommends a certain type of inspection, replacing certain components, performing maintenance in a specific manner, or limiting operations under specified conditions, sometimes compliance with a service bulletin that may be triggered by the occurrence of particular events. Then let's go to the maintenance manual. Maintenance manual. The aircraft maintenance manual provided by the manufacturer contains complete instruction for maintenance of all systems and components installed in the aircraft. It may contain information for the mechanic who normally work on units, assemblies, and system, while where they are installed in the aircraft, and not for the overhaul mechanic. A typical aircraft maintenance contains a description of systems such as electrical, hydraulic, fuel, control, and other parts. Then second one is the lubrication instruction setting forth the frequency and the lubricants and fluids which are to be used in the various system. Then third is the pressures and electrical loads applicable to the various system. Then fourth is the tolerance and adjustment necessary to proper functioning of the airframe. The fifth one is the method of leveling, raising, and towing. Then the next is methods of balancing control surfaces. Then the next one is identification of primary and secondary structures. And the last one is di pala. Frequency and extent of inspection necessary to the proper operation of the airplane. The next is the special repair methods and applicable to the airplane. Then the 10 special inspection techniques requiring X-ray, ultrasonic, or magnetic particles inspection. The last one is a list of special tools. Then let's go to the overhaul manual. The manufacturer's overhaul manual contains brief descriptive information and detailed step-by-step instruction covering work normally performed on a unit away from the aircraft. Simple, inexpensive items such as switches and relays on which overhaul is uneconomical and are not covered in the overhaul manual. Then let's move to the structural repair manual. This contains information and specific instruction from the manufacturer for repairing primary and secondary structure. Typical skin, frame, rib, and stringer repair are covered in this manual, and also includes our materials and fastener substitution and special repairs techniques. Then next one is the illustrated parts catalog. This catalog present component breakdowns of structure and equipment. In this assembly sequence also included our exploded views or cutaway illustration for all parts and equipment manufacturers by the aircraft manufacturers. Next is the Federal Aviation Regulation or FAR. FAR were established by the law to provide for the safety and orderly conduct of flight operation, and to prescribe airmen privileges and limitation. And a knowledge of the FAR is necessary during the performance maintenance, since all work done on aircraft must comply with FAR provisions. Then let's proceed to type certificate datasheet. The type certificate datasheets describes the type design and set forth limitation prescribed by applicable FAR. It also includes any other limitation and information found necessary for type certification of particular model aircraft. Type certificate datasheets are numbered in upper right hand corner of each page. This number is the same as type certificate number. The name of the type certificate holder together with of all the approved models appear immediately below the type certificate numbers. The issue date completes this group, which is includes in a box to set it off. Then let's proceed to the datasheet contains information regarding as model. The one is the model designation for all engines for which the aircraft manufacturers obtain approval for use with this aircraft. Second one is the minimum fuel grade to be used. Then the third is the maximum continuously and takeoff ratings of the approved engines, including manifold pressure, RPM, and horsepower. The fourth one is the name of the manufacturer and model designation for each propeller for which the aircraft manufacturer obtain approval will be shown together with the propeller limits and any operating restriction peculiar to the propeller or propeller engine combination. Then the fifth is airspeed limits in both MPH and knots. Then the next one is center of gravity range for extremely loading condition of the aircraft is given in inches from the datum. The range may also be stated in percent of MAC or mean aerodynamic chord for transport category aircraft. Then the next one is the empty weight CG range will be given as a fourth and off limit in inches from the datum. Then the next is location of the datum. Then 9 means provided for leveling the aircraft, and then the next one is the all pertinent maximum weight. Then next is oil and fuel capacity. Then control surface movement requires equipment, additional or special equipment for necessary for certification, and information concerning required placards. Then the last is airworthiness directives. A primary safety function of the Federal Aviation Administration is to require correction of unsafe condition found in the aircraft engine, propeller, or appliance. When such condition exists, are likely to exist or develop in other product of the same design. The unsafe condition may exist because of design defect, maintenance, or other causes.